Hello there, and welcome back to PS4. I've got the early access to the PlayStation 4 version of Final Fantasy XIV because I have a PlayStation 3 owner, so I can finish off the class walkthrough that I started last week. Unfortunately, the beta finished before I was able to record anything. So what we got here is a little character role. She is at level 1. She's a pugilist. She is called Puncher in Your Face. I don't think anybody who plays an MMO should have a sensible name for a character. I haven't played Pugilist before, so I'm going to just grab the huge hornet here and pummel it with this skill for a little while. They are martial artists, so they're focusing damage per second type guys. Ooh, it's quite nice actually, I like that. Looks like their weapons are knuckle dusters. Let's get a star marmot. You get raptor form. I think this is the mechanic with these. Set up with a thermitage where you swap between fire and ice. I think you swap between stances in this one for different effects and different skills. So let's just punch this guy up and then we'll have a look. How we go. Quite nicely animated, isn't it? Beautiful game. Ooh, rat form. See if I can just punch some stuff to get to level 2. Yay! There we go. And I've got True Strike, which has got that little flashing line around it, which means it's comboed with raptor forms. It must be something that works in raptor forms. So let's punch this guy. I'm in raptor form, so I hit that one. Oh, and do a nice little. I'm in now coil form. Now I'm in raptor form. So obviously that first one here, the boot shine, gets raptor form, and then using this one gets you into coil form, and then you probably just combo in from there. Right, we'll grab this star armor, give him a smack. There's raptor form, and let's see what this one looks like. Excellent. Quite like this. I might have to muck about this one. Okay, I've killed the star marmots. I'm so butch. I've killed some tiny fluffy animals. Oh, pretty typical start for an MMO. Anyway, let's have a little look at the skills and just talk through. It's not an awful lot we can show you here, I'm afraid. So, let's go into actions and traits and have a look at their actions. So we've got this boot shine. Delivers attack with potency 150. The Upo form bonus, critical damage is dealt from behind the target, so that's a bit like the Lancer. It's got some critical damage for behind, but for parties, there's not often you're going to be able to use that in soloing. Additional effect changes into raptor form. True Strike delivers attack with potency 150, when delivered behind target 190. Can only be used when in raptor form. Additional effect changes to coil form. Then Featherfoot increases evasion by 15, so that's a dodge. Useful for soloing. Alright, this is looking a bit... right, okay. Delivers an attack with a potency of 140. 180 when delivered from the target's flanks. That's a side attack. Again, great for parties. Can never be used when in coil form. So this effect changes form to Oppo. Duration 10 seconds. Additional effects grants Greased Lightning. Duration 12. Greased Lightning bonus increases damage dealt by 9%, attack speed by 5. That's quite nice. So you go Boot Shine, True Strike, Featherfoot, Snap Punch, and then Second Wind. What does this do? Instant restores own HP. So he's got a cure in there just in case. Cure potency varies with current attack power. So obviously you punch someone and get some health back. Haymaker delivers an attack with a potency 170. Can never be used immediately after evading an attack. Additional attack slow plus 20%. That's quite nice. It has a slow, which is a nice crowd control thing. Increases critical hit rate by 10%. That's just up in your attack. Delivers an attack with a potency 100. 140 when delivered from a target's flank. So that's a side attack. Can only be used when in raptor form. So this is part of your cycle. Additional effect increases damage by 5%. And additional effects changes to coil form. So we've got a higher level attacks. So you've got your rotation going. Raptor, coil, Oppo. Reduces damage taken by 10%, so that's useful. Cannot be used with Fist of Fire or Fist of Wind, and shares recast timer with both. Okay, Fist of Wind and Fist of Fire. Fist of Fire might be one of these things. It's not on the list here, because certain of the attacks you get at certain levels of skill, so it could be that Fist of Fire is one you get at either level 10 or 15. Armor the Destroyer, it delivers an attack with a potency of 50 to all nearby targets. It needs Oppo form, 1 second, but it is a area of effect attack, which means you can do it and attack lots of people. Fist of Wind increases movement speed, so it makes you faster. And then Steel Peak delivers an attack with a potency of 150. So it's got a stun for 4 seconds, which is quite nice. And the mantra increases HP recovery via curing magics by 5% for self and all nearby party members. So that's quite nice. You cast mantra and then second wind, you get yourself a greater heal. But if you cast that in a party, it means your healer will do increased healing for the time that it's now. Is it 15-second duration? That's fantastic. Howling Fist delivers an attack with a potency of 170 to all enemies in a straight line in front of you. So that's an area of effect attack. And then Perfect Balance allows execution of weapon skills which require a certain form without being in that form. Alright, okay, so it lasts for 10 seconds, and it means you can use any of these stances without actually having to be in Coil, Oppo, or in Raptor form. So that looks quite fun, actually. I might explore the Pugilist a bit further. It's about rotation, it's about combos. It's quite dynamic, it looks quite fun. So we might do a little bit more with Puncher in your face, but for now we're going to stop recording here and move on and have a look at the Gladiator class, which is also in Uldar, so we'll be in the same starting area and we'll see what he's like. So we'll be back in a second with the Gladiator. Right, welcome back, and this is my Gladiator. This is Major Thumpsalot, and he is... What we've got here, Fast Blade is the first thing he starts off with. Let's go and kill a Star Marmot and see what happens. This is a sword and shield dude. Quite a slow cooldown, not that fast a blade. Ooh, let's see. So he is a tanking class, so the idea is that he does not much of that damage, but the idea is he keeps everyone busy and is very tough and hard to kill. There's a slow cooldown here, but my timing's out. So you can see he's not actually taking these down as quickly as old Punch in your face did just now, because these guys are not about damage, they are about toughness and keeping baddies busy. There we go, lovely. Let's see if we can get myself leveled up so we've got an extra one to look at. Let's go and start Marmot. We've got to kill that, I've killed them anyway. Well, look, an equal ladybird. Let's squash the ladybird. Bye-bye, ladybird. Oh, punch. Oh, parry. Nice. Ah. Dum 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 dum. Look at him. Isn't he magic? Look at that detail on that shell, isn't it gorgeous? So it's a shame he walks straight through him. You never get collision detection in MMOs. Level 12, he will own me. Oh, is it going to rain? Oh, it's raining. Ugh. So we've got Fastblade and Ramparts now. Let's see whether they link into each other. Is there anything that I need to kill over here? Ooh, sprint. No. I'll grab Star Marmot and hit him. Let's see if we can find out what this does. Ah, that's success by the looks of things. Reduces damage. It's got a 20-second cooldown by the looks of things. We're going to put the top of the screen above. You can see that 10, 9, 8. That's that skill I've just used. So that's shelter from the rain. Just have a look at this lovely game. And that draw distance is fantastic now. The PS3 version was very, very nice, but this is just gorgeous. Look at that. It's usually sunny in Uldar. There we are. Right, let's get out of the rain. Stand over here next to Chocobo. Hello, Chocobo dude. Look. Oh, isn't gorgeous. Right, so we'll open up and go to actions and traits, just as we have done with others. So that's just a weapon skill with an attack power of 150. That's pretty standard. Rampart reduces damage taken by 10% for 20 seconds. We've got Savage Blade delivers an attack with potency 100, increases enmity. So if you remember back to the Marauder that we did, I think in the first of these videos, enmity is threat and fear. So the more enmity you have, the more likely you are to be attacked. And it is the job of the tank and the gladiator, the tanking class, to attract as much attention as possible so all the baddies are attacking him. So that's the first one to kind of increase that. Then we got increases physical damage dealt by 30%, so that's just to do some more damage. Flash increases enmity in all nearby enemies, so if you're in a party you want to get a load of guys concentrating on you, that one's there. Convalescence increases HP recovery via curing magic by 20% for self. So again, great for parties. He can cast that on himself, and then if he is being cured or healed by one of the healers in the pack, that'll sort him out better. Delivers an attack with a potency 100. Combo action with Fast Blade. So there is some combos in there. So Fast Blade, then onto Riot Blade. Long time before you get the combo, up to 12. Shield Bash delivers an attack with a potency of 110, and it has a 3-second stun. And stuns are often very good at breaking special moves. You can pull off a stun as an enemy is actually preparing to go through one of his special abilities, which will be that little orange circle on the floor that you saw where we were with the Lancer in one of the previous videos. Sometimes breaks that and stops it happening. The Rage of Helone delivers an attack with a potency of 100, increases enmity again, and it's a combo with Savage Blade. And it makes that Savage Blade a potency of 260 damage. I think Savage Blade again, it's not on this list, so I'd imagine you get that at about level 20 as part of a quest for the Gladiators Guild. Awareness nullifies the chance of suffering critical damage. So for 15 seconds you cannot receive any critical damage from anything, which again increases survivability. That is what a tank is about. That one's even better. We had down here Rampart, that reduces damage by 10% for 20 seconds. Sentinel, 30 seconds, 30% for 10 seconds, so that's great. And Tempered Will immediately cures blind and heavy while preventing knockback and draw-in effects. So that's a short cure for getting rid of some unpleasant status effects. Bulwark increases block rate by 60%, duration 15 seconds. So for 15 seconds you are more likely to block an attack with your shield. It's 60% more likely. Then finally, Circle of Scorn delivers an attack with a potency of 100 to all nearby enemies. And it does damage over time as well. So you do damage to the enemies around you, in a circle around you, and also have damage over time. So for 15 seconds they will continue to receive damage. So all of this really is about survivability, and it is about enmity. It's a tank, so he wants everything concentrated on him. So the DPS, like the Pugilists, the Lancers, and the Casters, like the Thermitage and the Arcanist, can do the damage while he keeps all of the bad guys' attention. So that is the last of the current classes. There's the Gladiator. We've looked at all of them now. Obviously, I'm not very far into the game in all of the different characters. That would take far too long, and I don't have time to get all of these guys to level 30 or 40 to see some really serious bits. I will be doing some work with Plumpalumpa on my level 30 Lancer, and you can see some of the higher level content as we go through. But Final Fantasy XIV is now properly on the PlayStation 4, and I am so pleased. I have loved this game. I approached it with trepidation, a lot of trepidation, because the original game, when it was released in 2010, well, it was a pile of poo. But they have done a phenomenal job in turning this into a solid, entertaining, really just smashing little MMO. Well worth your time. And just look how gorgeous it is. Look at all of that. Beautiful. Before I did want to show you something here. We're going to get some silly music in a minute. Easter eggs! Yay! It looks very much like there is some kind of special Easter event going on. If you are new to MMOs and haven't played them before, you will find that they will often, because you'll be in these worlds a long time, I mean these are games that you will play for years and years and years if you're really into them, they will put special events. They'll have Valentine's Day's events, and Easter events, and Christmas events, and Halloween events, and all that. So there'll be a special little quest line and special little prizes you can get from following these little quests. At a high level do I need? Does it tell me? Oh, I don't know. Perhaps that's not going to be available actually until the of level 15. Okay. But that's what you'll find. Just to keep things fresh and interesting, they'll put these little, well, literally in this case, Easter eggs in, these little side quests that are just to keep you entertained, to keep you amused. Generally very, very silly. The egg hunt that used to happen in World of Warcraft was always a giggle. You had to run around and catch bunnies and open Easter eggs, and every so often you change into a bunny and run around. Absolutely brilliant. But that's where I'm going to leave it. Those are the final two characters, so we've looked at everything. We've had the Marauder and the Marauder and the Arcanist. We've had the Thermitage and the Lancer. We have had the Archer and the Conjurer, and now finally we've had the Pugilist and the Gladiator here. So that's been a quick rundown in the different classes that you can play at the start of Final Fantasy XIV. I'm currently working on getting Flumpalumpa to one of the jobs, so once I've got that happening, I will then do a video of Flumpalumpa's new job, which will be a Dragoon, and explain how the job system works. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this series of videos about the Final Fantasy classes, and I hope perhaps to meet with you sometime in Eorzea myself, and perhaps you never know, we might find ourselves in a dungeon battling the forces of evil. But again, thanks very much. Like, favourite and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Do follow us on Twitter and go to the website. All of the information for that are on the YouTube channel. So thanks very much. As always, happy gaming and bye bye for now.